Spider-Man Far From Home trailer reaction.
Shut up and sit down.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KF Podcast. Spider-Man Far From Home trailer review. I want to say thank you for listening. If you just found us on the interwebs, check us out at kfpodcast.com and at the KF Podcast for your social media needs. We have me and Justin via satellites.
Yep.
And Donald and Broccolini
at the home base.
Yes.
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 We are here. Hello, everybody. So, what did we see this week? Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, huh?
Yes.
Yep.
And we all saw it, and we're all going to react to it. And then we're going to go through some screenshots of it here and just give some theories on it. I think we all have some theories. Some thoughts. So, I'm going to run the trailer here in the background so you all can see it. And then we're going to get some general thoughts on it. Broccolini, thoughts on this trailer?
I thought it looked pretty good. I'm looking forward to this movie. It looks like they're going to try and do multiple villains, which they've never really done successfully in a Spider-Man movie, so hopefully they get it right in this one.
Okay.
I like the Nick Fury involvement, possible Nick Fury involvement, all the fan theories out there about that. But, the thing, I said this on our other show, I like that he has multiple suits in this.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a nice touch.
It is a nice touch. Kenneth?
Yes.
What'd you think about it?
I enjoyed it. I liked the kid who plays Spider-Man. I liked I liked all the elemental villains that are in this. I like the possibility of some twists in this as well, not knowing exactly what's going to be happening.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's exciting.
Yep, a lot of that. It was so we saw in there possibly Hydro Man, Molten Man, and Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking up some other names for these. That there's a group actually that
called the Elementals. Yeah.
Yes, and hold on. I'm trying to see if I can find the names of them. There's Hydron is Lord of the Water, Magnum is Master of the Earth, Hellfire is the Welder of Flame, and Zephyr is the Mistress of the Winds. So that might not be Hydro Man and Sandman, or Molten Man. That might be these guys.
Or they might just mix the two together and be like, they call them the Elementals, but then they just start calling them Sandman, Hydro Man, and Molten Man, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or they all Mysterio illusions.
Yes.
Which could be as well.
What'd you think, Justin?
I think it looks good. So you guys are talking about a fan theory thing that I haven't read about yet about Fury. The thing I noticed about the trailer was, why is Fury so creepy?
Yeah.
Very ominous, almost like villain-esque in the trailer. And I don't think, I'm guessing that some people are saying that he's going to be a Skrull or something. That's the theory.
Well, there's a theory that he's a Skrull. There's also a theory that he's the Chameleon.
Who's like a Skrull.
Which, he's a shapeshifter, Spider-Man villain, classic villain. Chameleon and Mysterio have teamed up before. I think they were both Sinister Six at one time before, too. So,
interesting.
They've done stuff like that where Chameleon pretends to be people.
But it almost seems like Fury's supplying him with all his tech.
Yeah.
Would Chameleon have access to that kind of
True.
stuff?
Yeah. At least that's what we think, unless Happy brings the tech.
Could be.
Because it seems like Happy shows up.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it looked really cool. I like the music that they were using in it. I like the feel of it. The big question that pops up on everyone's mind and all over social media is people complaining already, where does this take place? I don't really care when this takes place.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If this movie ends and they're like, oh, now he's going home and Infinity War starts, fine. It's a side story. It's a side Spider-Man individual story that doesn't really have to tie in to... I mean, Nick Fury's in there and people are in there, but even if it takes place right after Endgame, I'm fine with it. Mm-hmm. You know, does anybody really believe that Spider-Man truly died in Infinity War, that he wasn't coming back? Are you that stupid that you're like...
He's not coming back.
They're ruining the ending of an Endgame because he's back.
Well,
it could why would you not think that he
Number one, it could take place before it.
Yeah.
Because the other Marvel movies aren't always in chronological order.
Correct.
And it would make sense that he was coming home from something because he was on a school bus. So
yeah, I mean, it did look like he was flying, and I don't know necessarily if he was a school bus, because that looked like all the kids in Infinity War were on there, where this is just his crew. But it could take place anytime. I don't really think it matters. You know,
No.
How many times when there's been events going on in Marvel Comics where Spider-Man wasn't really tied into it, and he was just having his own book going on? You know, they've done that before.
Especially if he's on another continent.
Yeah.
It's much easier to do that way.
And I don't really need... I mean, some movies I think are important to tie in. This one doesn't have that feel like it's that important if it ties in.
No.
It ties in enough that Fury and Maria Hill are in it for me.
Yeah. That's all you really need.
You know it's in the same universe. So let's go through a couple of these images here from this movie. I guess I should have had myself ready, right? I suck. I forgot what the hell we were doing here for a second.
It's called a podcast. Sometimes people do it
Shut
on
up,
YouTube.
Ken. Shut up, Ken. No one likes you or wants you here.
That's why I'm at home.
Uh-huh. So we start off here with this one, the first one, Spider-Man on stage with his aunt, which I think is cool that Aunt May's sort of embracing that he's Spider-Man, and they're like working together and doing stuff for charity for kids. I think that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't send me that picture.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't get that one.
That one didn't come through? All right, then the next one we have Aunt May looking hot, talking to Happy. I think this scene was kind of cool, funny, that, you know, Happy's hitting on her. Did you guys have that one?
Yes, I think that's where we start.
That's the first round.
Peter's face in the third one here I thought was classic, where he's looking at him and he says, what just happened? What did you just do here? This next image I find interesting, where he's swinging past that building. I believe that to be the old Stark Tower Avengers headquarters. And as you can see, it's getting rebuilt.
What is this statue in front here?
Look on this here screen. I'll blow it up for you.
It's the Avengers. No, it's the people in 9/11. There's firefighters.
Yeah.
So that's New York. You're probably right there.
I think right here, this little bit of tower in the section there. I think that's Stark Tower or old Avengers Tower.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
I think you're right.
I think it would be cool.
He's going to go away on vacation. He's going to come back. There's going to be a big 4 at the top of the building.
Either a big 4 or Oscorp.
Or a butt.
Yeah. I think Oscorp would be neat.
Yeah.
Him and MJ. I'm already over MJ. She's obnoxious in this scene. You know, or she's like, "Do I have to look pretty to validate to you?" Like, shut up, you know. Him and MJ together kind of annoy me. Even in this next scene where they're walking together. I don't like her as MJ. I know people do. I don't know.
Well, it's not Mary Jane. It's somebody else.
Yeah, it's not Mary Jane. It's just a different MJ, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they already said that.
So here's Fury. He looks angrier and more hostile, which could be coming off of Endgame and whatever happened. You know, maybe he's a little darker. Maybe they lost people.
Also, too, like, if it happened right before Endgame, you know, that Nick Fury was hiding from the U.S. government.
Yeah.
That's why he's over. He could be in Europe. Like,
yeah.
It's not like he's living the best Nick Fury life right now.
He's not living the best Nick Fury life. It's true. He obviously gives him some kind of tech. Now, here's the thing. In the trailer that we saw here, he seems to leave his suit at home.
Yeah.
But the international trailer, his aunt packs it.
Okay.
Because he's getting on through customs, and like the trailers start off different. When the international trailer starts off, he's going through customs, and they open it up, and it's a note and said, "Just in case you need this, Aunt May." And the lady looks in the bag, and he looks like oh shit. And she's like, "You're not allowed to have this banana in here." Like pulls, doesn't even care about the suit, you know. And he's like, "Oh, okay, sorry."
Yeah, he plays it off like there's pajamas or something like that.
Yeah. This looks like a shot. The next one of this new Image 9 here of his. It's like the black suit.
Yeah, they've got the wings on it.
It's got the wings on it. I like that look of that suit. I like the red and the black.
Oh, yeah, the wings, that looks cool.
That could be something Happy brought him. This next one, I think that's Maria Hill in Fury.
Yeah, and possibly Sandman.
And possibly Sandman or an Elemental or something. I'd rather it be Sandman.
I'm all right with it being the Elementals, because then if we never see these people again, we don't have to.
That's true.
Yeah.
No one cares about them.
No one cares.
You know what I mean? Like, if these all die or they all they all get whatever, we don't have to, we're not losing out on characters that are cool.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This next scene of the bridge, I don't know what the hell's going on here. It looks like a big elemental type storm.
Could be Electro.
Well, it could be that wind one that they were saying, too.
Yeah.
If she controls wind, she can maybe control storms.
And maybe she's Storm.
Maybe she's Storm.
Or that's
Maybe she's
Mysterio.
storming a castle.
Right.
Yeah.
I like this next shot of Spidey swinging with the black suit again. I like the look of that suit. It's cool looking. Then you have Molten Man or the Lava Guy or whatever he is.
That one's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, that's cool looking. That looks like somebody would be hard to fight.
Yeah.
There's no way you could swing into him or touch him. He's going to hurt you.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Like, how do you defend against?
Because remember, Molten Man this is going to sound sexual, would get hard. He wasn't always lava-like. He would get like gold skin. You could punch him.
One thing that Ken and I learned about the Molten Man is he used to melt Iron Man a lot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, was that the Melter? The Melter?
Oh, yeah, that was the Melter.
Where'd you learn that at?
The comic book store.
And
Every third comic, Iron Man was getting melted by somebody.
Every Tales to Suspense and Tales to Astonish from the 60s and 70s, whoever was trying to fight Iron Man would just melt his suit. It's just like, yeah, in the melt.
It's the way to go. Next, we have Spidey in stealth mode here.
That's a cool looking suit, too.
Yeah. Do you think that looks like his big time suit?
Yeah. That might not even be Spider-Man, though.
Who would it be then?
It could be Mysterio stealing something, blaming on Spider-Man.
True.
Or it could be Chameleon.
Then we have Hydro Man or the water demon guy. That looks a lot like Hydro Man, especially with the hair and everything there.
Yeah. You can almost see a face in it.
Yeah. I always thought Hydro Man was funny because he wore like jeans
and a t-shirt.
And a black t-shirt and big tidal waves that comes out of his hand.
I always like the old Toy Biz toys that was basically like water feet and water arms and then a regular torso.
Didn't it have like a thing you could plug him into as well?
It had a big water fist and I think a hand that squirted water. I still like the 90s Spider-Man cartoon the first time he runs into him and he says, "I'm Hydro Man." He says, "What are you, Hydrant Man? Dogs must love you." Hydro Man was good. And here's Mysterio, who I think looks fantastic.
He does. It's perfect.
I actually really much enjoy this costume.
I don't think you could get more comic book accurate. I mean, I know the helmet's off of him, but I mean, they even got like the square gauntlets, and I mean, it's like perfect.
Well, when he has the helmet on, the helmet's spot on too.
Yeah, we get to that. It looks really good.
Yeah, they did their work on that one.
Yeah, he looks great.
When you see the picture of him shooting the energy...
So that we'll go to that next.
What's that?
Yeah, we're looking at that now.
So how does he shoot energy that looks like eyeballs and triangles?
It's all an illusion.
It looks like he's doing magic, is what I think he's going to like try to convince people is that he's...
Yeah, because the kids all think that he's like Doctor Strange, Thor, and Iron Man all in one or something, they said. Yeah. Something to that effect. But,
yeah.
So
they think... I think these elementals are all him. That's why I don't think they're going to be Hydro Man and Sandman and all that. I think it's just going to be everything. I think it's him cooking all this up
to make himself look cool.
Make himself look cool, full shield, which Spider-Man will figure it out. Then, of course, the two of them want to fight at the end because he's not like a good guy. I do enjoy this image of him flying around the water guy with the helmet. Justin said maybe only the helmet is for when he's fighting the water guy. I hope not.
Yeah, because the helmet is great. That would make sense. You like put it in there just to make comic guys happy because that's his look.
Because you got to see Jake Gyllenhaal's beautiful face.
He'll have it off a lot.
Oh, he'll have it off a ton.
Next is the little scene of them watching. That's where they're like, he's like Iron Man and Thor all in one, and they're all talking about how great he is.
Except for Flash.
Which leads to a great ending scene of there with Dickhead Flash again, explaining why he likes Spider-Man so much, and then says, he's so great, and then looks at Peter in this next scene. I love the look on Peter's face now. He's like, "What's up, Dickhead?" or Dick Wad, or whatever he calls, and then he gives him that thumbs up, like, "I love you too, buddy." Peter's great.
There's, there was somebody pointed out an Easter egg during the trailer. At one point, they show a boat in the background, and the name of the boat is ASM 212. And it's apparently the introduction of the first appearance of Hydro Man was Amazing Spider-Man issue 212.
There you go.
Apparently, there's supposed to be one for each of the Hydro Man and the Molten Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I saw someone post them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like when they do stuff like that.
I personally don't want Nick Fury to be Chameleon. I like it to be Nick Fury. I like Nick Fury working with Spider-Man and having a relationship there. And hopefully if they agree to more movies with Sony, I would like to see Spider-Man help out S.H.I.E.L.D. once in a while, or help out Fury, help out Iron Man, get involved with different stuff. You know, they got a good thing going with him. I hope Sony realizes that and doesn't try to, take him back over just so he can put him with stupid Venom for one movie and do something that's going to suck. He belongs here.
Yeah.
Agree?
Yeah.
Huh?
Disney will just have to buy Sony next.
Yeah.
Or Columbia Pictures or whatever it is.
Just buy the rights back.
Right.
All right, Justin, final thoughts on it?
Can't wait. I'm excited. It's going to be a good year for comic book movies.
For sure.
Ken?
For Marvel, too.
I'm excited for the movie. I just want to see who these guys are, and I want to see how it unfolds with Mysterio. It'll be actually I think it's going to be a comic book movie that we can't just overly predict the crap out of it so far from one trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how much more we'll get, but we'll see.
Probably not a whole lot with, Endgame hanging over our heads and all that stuff.
Yeah.
With it coming out after that, they probably don't want to show too much in case there are things that happen that...
Yeah, I really don't understand, though, still why people were mad that they showed a Spider-Man trailer when, come on. If you follow anything at all, you have to.
It was announced a while ago.
Do you really believe that he was actually dead? Come on.
And again, you don't know when it takes place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Or maybe he did die, and like the one person said, that this is just a whole new timeline that's created from the events of Endgame.
Yeah.
They could all died, and this is something completely different.
Mm-hmm. Or it happened beforehand.
I saw a thing today that somebody suggested that this movie takes place in not an alternate timeline, but like an alternate universe where all the Avengers sacrificed themselves to save him or something. I mean, it was like the theory was basically talked that he was like the only one left.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't either. But again, that it's an alternate universe because there's speculation. This is the last deal that Sony and Marvel have. So if they don't re-sign the deal, he disappears.
Some people on the internet have too much time on their hands to come up with some of the dumb shit that they think. Obviously, the events of Homecoming resonate because Aunt May knows who he is and knows about his suit and is where. So that was a direct ending of the last movie.
Yeah.
So it's tied in. It's just there's shit that happens in between, and they're not going to tell you that. It's just he's taking a vacation, probably from all the shit that he just went through.
Yeah.
and what the world just went through. He wants a little vacation.
Nothing's a better vacation than a school trip.
And a school trip where you run into Mysterio. If Sony is stupid, they don't make any more deals. But if they want to keep making money and keep people happy, this is what you continue to do.
Because they've already shown that they can't do it on their own.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
And if you want to do it on your own, go with Miles.
Yeah.
You can have Miles Morales with Tom Hardy, Eddie Brock, and all that. You can go with Miles and do your whole own thing over there. Call it Ultimate Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. I think Miles is still going to turn up in these movies eventually.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Marvel doesn't own Miles somehow, though.
Yeah, you would think they would.
Because he came out well after all that was done.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they do.
And Sony did a Miles movie, though.
Yeah.
Already. It was animated, but it still counts, I would think. It's probably one of those gray area things.
Mm-hmm. A lot of gray area.
Mm-hmm.
Sony's smart. This movie's probably going to do really well. It comes out at a perfect time, too. Endgame's going to end. It's over. That's the Avengers saga over. You're going to want more. This is the perfect, summer thing to throw right up in there.
Yep. Holiday weekend.
Yeah. There we go. We'll cover it, I'm sure, more and more and more as the months go on. All right, Ken, take us out.
All All right, everyone, please like, share, subscribe, invite, tell your friends, write in the comments what you think about the trailer and what we may have missed. And everyone, kiss your mother in the mouth for it.
Later.
Later.